feel accomplished. After 20 some odd years of struggling and being the outcast, and I say outcast because anybody who listens to any music at all could always be quick to say that music would not make it, that music is not going anywhere, that is just crazy noise and whatever have you. But to be able to say, well, we're in the Hall of Fame and you can go look it up, that's something that's going to be here forever. That's, so in that sense, I'm accomplished. I knew that, being different in the element of music that we were in, it always felt like it was something that needed to be. We could have easily taken the skills we had and ran into, the norm music and just plucked our way through and gotten it, but it always felt that if we weren't struggling, we weren't doing what was important to us. So we did it, we got noticed for it, and the bigger picture of it all is now any other artist who's going to play this can always refer back and say, tell whomever, this isn't a fad. Look, here it is. It's here. It's alongside Kiss. It's alongside John Coltrane. It's alongside Public Enemy. It's alongside all of it. So with that said, we made our spot. Now it's up to us as the musicians to go ahead and take it to where we want to take it to, because it's obviously not a disposable music form. Well, Dim is a brainchild of my brother, my sister, all the musicians that we know, and where we came up with, we see that obviously that the industry is lost. Especially there's so many musicians, basement musicians, street musicians, world famous musicians that we all know that all have the same story. It all comes down to the bottom line is, I love doing it, here it is, I got this, I got that, I can do this, I can do that, but what's the sense of wasting time on it because it can't get seen or taken seriously anywhere? So, living in the Facebook world, we said, wow, this is crazy, man. Facebook can do this, can do that overnight and blow up and make the world happy, bring them all together. But the one thing that they didn't do was they didn't cater to music, which was a no-brainer if I was at that level. But being at that said, that means that it's still open. It was still an open market for someone who understood the music, who understood what the mentality of musicians were and what they needed to feel as though they were satisfied with being a musician. Not all of us need to be up on stage, and not all of us need to tour, not all of us need a lot of things. But the common denominator with the musician is that they'll always make music no matter what. Whether they're right in their basement, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, whatever, they still touch the instruments, still write songs that mean something, that are soundtracks to their lives, do videos, do journalism, whatever it is, you're all part of the big picture. So Dim is like a definitive music market, all right, where anything that involves you as an artist has a place to be seen, shared, and developed. All right, so and with that said, it's I'll call it social media for now, which puts someone like myself who's been around the world, has my name out. Consider that, let's say, world famous for lack of better terms. Put me on Dim. I have the whole outlet to do my videos, to promote that I'm a freelance drummer, freelance guitarist, freelance songwriter. I want to get with you. I like your rhymes. I like your way of singing. I like this, that, and the other. We all are on that same platform where at the touch of a button, you as a new artist can contact me or whomever and say, wow, that song is amazing. Wow, what is it that you do? How do you do it? And what can we do if that is the ultimate goal? So with that, we close the door on the separation. There's no longer, oh, he's too big, he's put out 1,000 records, he's too big, I can't never touch him, or that's not what we're doing here. We made this, the one common thing is that we're all artists. To not be able to get in contact with each artist whenever you feel whatever idea you have is what stifles us and keeps the art form stagnant. We don't want that. The metal industry is no industry if it isn't the musician that's running it. So if I think about it in those terms, then the metal industry is as healthy as it's ever been. Because at this point, every kid I know is touching some type of instrument and is listening to the metal that is there, that is available to them, which in this day and age on the internet, everything's available to them. So the metal industry as I knew it, you know, coming up and trying to be signed and trying to get out, is pretty much dead. I'm fine with that. We did my time in what I had to work with. Now the metal industry has opened up to where it's just up to you as a musician. No one's getting anything more than the other anymore. So now if you think of it in a positive light, it put us all in an equal turn, an equal playing field. If you write good music, there are outlets that you can get your good music heard on and spread throughout. So the metal industry is good. We just need to get rid of the old, you know, the old who were in charge of choosing bands and pushing bands and pimping bands. Move them out because they're old now. They can't possibly have their finger on the pulse of what today's musicians are. It's just not possible in the equation. There's no way they can prove that they are. You can ask them anytime you want. All right, so we play thrashcore or bumbleclot core or whatever core. Please tell me what you think about it. And they will say, not now, I'm busy, because they have nothing to say. So if the musicians themselves group together, keep writing, figure out what it is they're going to have to do, being that it's no longer about a record contract anymore, the natural answer will come as to what we have to do. Chances are good that I'll be on a stage, because the stage nowadays could be the internet, could be the tip of my driveway with all the people who love and know me gathering around to be there. It all depends on what I'm saying when I'm on that stage will determine the impact that it has and how big or grand it is. Do I need to be in the small clubs that I've been in 100 times to say that I'm still a stage performer? Absolutely not. I took a new stage when I became a drum teacher. All right, with that, I became also a teacher of the industry, not necessarily how to drum, but they asked me, how come this went like this, or why does this go like that? So that's a whole nother stage I took. You know, so if you're a musician and at all and you were getting out to the people, you're already on stage. So the collaborations that I hope to do with the musicians out there, that's a no-brainer that should be going on until we can no longer come up with riffs or rhythms or beats. You know, being we all know each other, the obvious thing is to put a super group together to play this one song, or a super group together to play this one riff. More people will flock to that than they will if you go out by yourself and try and do any one thing. So, will I get on stage again? Yes, I'm on stage right now. The camera has me on stage. This will be online, seen by thousands of people. So that was a good show. Know that. We're never off stage. If you're a real musician and an artist and you speak to people with the intent of spreading yourself and spreading their mind, your stage grows without you even knowing it. Period.